So welcome back. And this session focuses on India and Italy, trade and potential. And we have a panel of very eminent experts with us. Without taking any time, I would still request some of the participants to kindly take the respective seats as we would like to start the session. May I request to start with Honorable Nike Gruppioni to please share her thoughts. You can.
Okay. Thank you so much. No. Can I speak in English or Italian? What? Okay. First of all, okay, thank you so much. First of all, I'd like to say thank you very much for invite for to speak about our actually relationship and our relationship in the future, because we have a lot of things in the common. And the first time that I studied the Indian market, the first thing that I looking for, that Italian country is not included in 10 main countries that exports in India. I'm very impressed about that, because we are very close, like a culture, like try to grow. You are grow every day. You are stable a little bit, but the first question in my mind, because I was born, I'm an entrepreneur, is why? Which is the problem? Well, where we can our support for to grow, for to enter in this market, for to export, for to trade the market. The key points of and challenges in trade between Italy and India are more. Strength point. I want to start with the strength points because I prefer to start that one. Economic complementary. So the economics of Italy and India are complementary. So it's a good point. Italy is known for the high quality manufacturing and luxury product, while India offers a wide range of goods at competitive cost and advanced IT services. Second point, bilateral relations. Both countries have a long history of bilateral relations that facilitates trade and economic cooperation. Numerous trade agreements and strategic partnerships have been established to promote exchange. Third, growing the market, I said before. India represents a rapidly growing market with expanding in the middle class, increasing to demand for high quality and luxury Italian production. We are Italian production and we are luxury and offers a stable and advanced market for the India products and services. Innovation technology, Italian expertise in sector such as engineering, design, and technology, combined with Indian capabilities in IT service and technological innovation, created opportunities for productive and technology collaboration. Tourism and the culture, the last one, but not the least. Culture and business tourism between the two countries is growing. So, which is the weaknesses points? It's important to speak together because we jump, we try to do a resolution together. number one is tariff and non-tariff barriers. There are still significant tariff and non-tariff barriers that complicate trade. An example on the pasta. I know that 200 million Indian people eat pasta more than Italian because we are two. So, and these include high custom duties, complex regulation, and slow bureaucratic practices. The big problem in Italy also, because we are in the same situation, is a logistical infrastructure. Depends where you stay. In India, logistical infrastructure is often considered inadequate. In Italy also, which can slow down and complicate the import and export operation. That's normal. Cultural and linguistic differences, this for all countries in the world, that's normal. Stringent regulations. The very important point is global competition. Both countries face strong global competitions with other countries that offering the similar products at more competitive price. This is a big problem. Or with more favorable trade conditions. This very, very big problem for both. And the last one, political and economic instability. Which is the solution to develop the trade between Italy and India? Strengthened trade relations. First of all, it's very important to establish bilateral agreements to reduce tariff and regulatory barriers. That's very important. The political, our country together, sit down and working for to build the agreement that, free agreement trade that permits the our company in Italy, because we have a PMI, so small and medium company size can be competitive, can be export in India. I think no, without the tax, but the good tax for the product. Marketing and brand awareness. Increase the investment in marketing and advertising to improve the visibility of Italian products in India. It's very important. Show what we do, and in particular, the Made in Italy is not appear only Italian sounding, but the real Made in Italy. Local partnership. That's very important. Collaborated with the local partners to improve distributions and better adapt products to the Indian market's needs. Government support. We could provide more support to export to India through funding, consultancy, and trade missions. Cultural and market training. Offer training, like today, to Italian companies on cultural differences and business practices in India. Logistical optimization. Improve logistical solution to make the supply chain more efficient and less costly. So I think it's very important today to understand what's happened and what our companies need for to improve together our business, our relationship, because for our country, for all countries in the world, it's very important the job, the work for to maintain the peace. Also, the good relationship with another country. I think the one of the good way too fast for to put in contact our reality. I speak about not a big reality because we have exhibition for like for the meeting, for the big one. Ma for me is good chance for to show our possibility is while platform, e-commerce platform. And I like to build together the project to start today, if it's possible. Thank you.
Thank you. I think you have ticked probably all the boxes which can support the trade between India and Italy. You have rightly highlighted the potential. You emphasized on the trade barriers. You also have spoken about market access and also market awareness, and of course, reliable supply chains. The good thing is that the relationship between India and Italy has been upgraded to a strategic relationship, which will definitely help in long term going ahead. May I now request our next speaker, Stefano Messina, to please share his thoughts.
Good day to everybody. Thanks for the opportunity. First of all, to my friend Vas, Her Excellence Vani Rao, Senator Giulio Terzi, and Ameya Prabhu, Chairman of Indian Chamber of Commerce. First of all, I would like to underline the importance of this kind of appointment in which everybody can share opportunities in a world that is more and more transparent and international. For Italy, India is a very, very important country, and I say why in 2-3 minutes. For my experience of shipping operator. My family owns and manages the company, Messina Line, since 1921. It was founded by my grandfather, Ignazio Messina, and since more than 100 years, we are based in Italy, in Genoa, the head office. Then we have a port terminal in Genoa and in Naples, and then all the logistic site at north and south. We started to work in India more than 30 years ago through a partnership with a private company, still today our big partner, with whom we have enlarged, we have consolidated cooperation in East Africa, in Tanzania, in Kenya, because there are big flows of trades between India and East Africa, then in Emirates, and in Dubai and Abu Dhabi, and in particular in Italy. There are big volumes. Just to give you an idea on what in the first 5 months 2024 we are assisting at about the same volumes of the first 5 months 2023, but we are quite optimistic, and for this reason recently we have increased our services and our capacity, deploying vessels connecting directly the main ports of Med, so in Italy, Genoa and Naples, but also in France, Marseille, in Spain, Barcelona and Valencia, in Turkey, because we think that also for the very important work made by the policy, by the government, we think that we could catch opportunity in the present and not only in the future, because as entrepreneur we are very practical people, and every day we make at the end of the day the count on what are the volumes, the goods moving. There is a structure imbalance in the sense that today the import from India to Italy is higher and higher on respect of export. In fact, in terms of logistic and to be able to make profit, it is very, very important the component of the logistic that is more and more important for the industry, for the production. And for this reason, we assist to a strong development in infrastructure from the ports to the inland to the area of production. There are more than 100 ports in India, even if we are strongly present today in the west coast, from the north of Mundra, Pipavav to Nhava Sheva, and we are planning to increase the services to East Coast. So the last thing is that we are the typical Italian company that is giving opportunity to Italian people to work abroad. And for this reason, we have established our office of Messina in Delhi, in Mumbai, and in Gandhidham, with a few selected Italian people, young people. The general manager is younger than 40 years old, and is taking a great experience selecting local people of management and 2-3 people from Italy, with very great opportunity to growth in terms of career, responsibility, and salary, of course, on respect to be here in our head office, in which there are less opportunity to growth. So I think that today is a big opportunity to build more and more relation, because also from this occasion of meeting on practical side, supported by the policy, there are big opportunity of business, underlining that the connection, even during the dramatic situation after 7 of October, are still alive, direct connection from Italy to India and India to Italy. They are consolidated, they are frequent, they are regular, and unfortunately, they are very cheap. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Messina. I think since you have experience of working in Indian markets, so you are the best ambassador India can have of your experience. And of course, you want the trade to grow both sides. You also certainly mentioned about the trade routes between GCC, EU, and Africa, and the big opportunity which is there for India too. I would now request Mr. Stefano Ruvallo to please address us.
Buongiorno e grazie per avermi invitato. Oggi trattiamo davvero un'interessante opportunità. Voglio ringraziare il Presidente della Camera di Commercio indiana, Vas Shenoy, per l'invito e per la considerazione che ha dimostrato e ha avuto per la nostra confederazione. Io presiedo una confederazione di piccoli e medie imprese. I nostri sono piccoli imprenditori che hanno, come i vostri imprenditori, che hanno lo scopo e l'obiettivo quello di andare a produrre e far sì che l'Italia venga conosciuta anche grazie a quello che producono i nostri artigiani. E di questo io non finirò mai di ringraziarli. E proprio oggi dobbiamo anche parlare di questa grande opportunità che possiamo avere con l'India. Perché una grande opportunità? L'India è in forte crescita. Adesso da molti anni abbiamo notato che si stanno, avvicinando anche una serie di usanze al mondo occidentale e quindi apprezzano anche il cibo, anche il nostro Made in Italy. È molto richiesto. Tuttavia, però c'è da dire anche che ci sono molti limiti affinché tutto questo avvenga. Ancora non abbiamo il libero scambio. E per fare questo noi abbiamo la necessità adesso di iniziare ad affrontare il problema. Perché in alcune importazioni abbiamo differenze, la differenza dei dazi è notevole. Se parliamo dei prodotti di abbigliamento, e là godono del sistema delle preferenze generalizzate, e allora i dazi si muovono all'intorno al 10%. Se parliamo invece di esportare e esportare prodotti come il vino, l'olio, abbiamo dazi che sono improponibili e quindi fa sì che poi il nostro piccolo imprenditore non ha né la forza e né il coraggio di incominciare a esportare. Oggi qua abbiamo anche invitato diversi nostri associati. Abbiamo buyers italiani importanti che vengono da diverse regioni italiane e che hanno l'interesse di incontrare e ascoltare anche i vostri imprenditori. Tornando alle esportazioni, siamo profondamente consapevoli che la dote principale di un imprenditore sia la visione e i dati, che sono in moderata ma costante crescita. Portano a pensare che le prospettive cambieranno nel breve periodo e che ci sarà chi avrà aperto i canali commerciali con i vostri grossisti sarà avvantaggiato quando avremo quell'accordo di libero scambio che tutti auspichiamo. E quindi cosa voglio dire? Che stavolta, cari, mi rivolgo alla politica. Caro senatore Messina, carissima onorevole Gruppioni, lei fa parte anche della Commissione Affari Esteri. Noi non possiamo arrivare sempre in ritardo. La politica non può e non deve più farsi perdere questa occasione. Noi adesso dobbiamo veramente iniziare a concretizzare e a realizzare una volta per tutte questo famoso libero scambio. E lo si può fare soltanto se la politica decide di farlo e di iniziare a lavorare seriamente. Io ho alcuni dati che i negoziati partono già dal 28 giugno 2007, siamo a 2024 e ancora di certo non c'è nulla. E allora se vogliamo rendere credibile e dare ancora certezze alle nostre aziende, lo dobbiamo dare con dei fatti. Altrimenti parleremo ancora, ma non riusciamo poi a far produrre, esportare e anche importare le nostre aziende, i nostri imprenditori. Ecco perché abbiamo pensato alla Costituzione per facilitare anche l'esportazione dei nostri prodotti attraverso diverse piattaforme di e-commerce, cioè far sì che i piccoli produttori italiani, i piccoli artigiani anche italiani, debbano essere messi nelle stesse condizioni di poter esportare le eccellenze e i nostri prodotti. Certo, non è così semplice, mi rendo conto. Abbiamo bisogno dei grossisti indiani, abbiamo bisogno dei buyers locali, abbiamo bisogno anche della possibilità di chi fa magazzino e abbiamo bisogno anche di garantire chi esporta. E quindi attraverso una tecnologia come il blockchain che mette in sicurezza tutta, voglio dire, l'operatività. Non è facile, ma io direi nemmeno impossibile. Perché dico questo? Io voglio ricordare che il 10 marzo scorso l'EFTA, Associazione Europea di Libero Scambio, composta da Islanda, Norvegia e Svizzera, ha già firmato e già, voglio dire, già è avanti rispetto a quello che invece ancora noi stiamo discutendo. E questo faccio un appello ai parlamentari neoeletti, parlamentari europei. Non arriviamo sempre ultimi, ma una volta ogni tanto possiamo arrivare prima, visto che ce n'è l'occasione e l'opportunità che il mercato dell'India ci mette a disposizione, visto che il prodotto, la nostra eccellenza, il nostro Made in Italy è molto apprezzato. Ecco, noi oggi di questo dovremmo parlare, di tempi certi, altrimenti è il solito convegno e ci daremo appuntamento a un altro convegno. Ma noi invece vogliamo fare qualcosa di serio. Io ho già organizzato prossimamente, spero già a ottobre, di andare con una nostra delegazione di associati in India, proprio a percepire, a sentire, a prendere accordi di importare ed esportare le eccellenze che produce anche l'India, che non sono da sottovalutare. Ecco perché oggi dico che insieme dobbiamo fare un passo in avanti. Oltre ai dazi, io penso anche a un allineamento della formazione, a un allineamento dei lavoratori, della manodopera. E questo lo si può fare solo investendo anche da parte nostra, allineando i lavoratori indiani con il nostro know-how e le nostre professionalità italiane. E quindi abbiamo anche creato e dato un valore aggiunto su tutta una serie di professionalità che oggi forse anche l'India ne ha di bisogno. Noi accettiamo la sfida e l'accettiamo davvero perché i nostri imprenditori oggi sono numerosi, hanno accettato il nostro invito e quindi anche coraggiosi, sappiamo e sanno a che cosa vanno incontro. Facciamo un'ultima cosa tutti insieme. Stavolta è la politica che deve sostenere, affiancare i nostri imprenditori. Lo chiediamo e lo pretendiamo affinché si possa veramente aprire un'opportunità di di scambio con l'India. Grazie.
Non sono senatore, la ringrazio, mi ha promosso, ma sono un piccolo imprenditore.
Mr. Messina has to leave, so we thank him for being with us. And let me also thank Mr. Stefano Rovolo. Our next speaker is Mr. Fabio Fulvio. May I request you to please share your views?
Thank you, Mr. Singh. I'm the last panelist before the lunch, so I will be very fast, and I hope you will appreciate that. I represent Confcommercio. Confcommercio represents hundreds of thousands of small and medium enterprises, so that's the perfect panel for you. We are mainly in the service sector, so retail, wholesale, HoReCa, transport, tourism, also enterprise services. So the majority of our members will be more on the import side with India rather than the export side or FDI to India, except for some of them like Stefano Messina, which is also our board member in Confcommercio, so transport and sea transport in particular. As it has been said today, India is an important partner for EU. And as Ambassador Rao said, this could be more. Much more could be done, and much more should be done. One of the instruments to do this is definitely the trade agreement, the free trade agreement that my colleague was talking about. And that's very important because with the free trade agreement between EU and Italy, many non-tariff barriers will be lowered, and the flow of goods and services will definitely increase. Confcommercio will definitely favor this signature, and if we may help with our office in Brussels, we will be happy to contribute to this. In the current geopolitical situation, the so-called globalization is definitely will be definitely different compared to what it has been in the last 20 years. Many European countries are reshoring their production. Many European countries are friendshoring the production. Friendshoring meaning producing in countries with similar values and institutions. As President Prabhu remembered this very, very clearly, India, which is the largest democracy on the planet, could be really a friend of European Union because the values and institutions should be the same. Unfortunately, we cannot say the same thing for many BRICS countries, especially some of them, where democracy is less developed, if not banned. And this is very important to stand for the same values. Finally, I believe that Confcommercio can help also with this thorough experience in retail trade and helping our small and medium shops and stores in becoming more efficient and more innovative. We developed a lot of activities like books, websites to develop and to help develop small members to become more innovative, to fight against large platforms like international e-commerce platforms. I believe we can be a partner if India will launch a big plan for Kirana stores in your country, and we can be a partner for vocational training, for managerial training too. Thank you very much.
So Fulvio, thank you. I think Indian companies would definitely love to work with you. And I think you could be an important partner for us. You rightly highlighted the need for the free trade agreement. I think that is the way ahead. The India-EU FTA has been, it's there in discussions for quite some time. we are hopeful that it will happen, and it will happen soon once that is done. But in the meantime, India, Italy has already upgraded the relations to the next level. So that should provide the framework for the companies, both sides, to engage into trade and also in investments. If there are any questions, we can take one or two. Otherwise, I know you are all waiting for lunch.
I know that many of our members, small shops in Italy, are very similar to Kirana stores in India, and of course they are very bad hit by e-commerce and large e-commerce platforms. Amazon and others. They sell directly to our consumers, and they overcome the small shops and small stores. So they need to improve their ability to become more important for Italian consumers, the small shops and stores. And we developed a lot of activities to helping them to become more innovative, to sell better, and to be better in the context of their territories and their regions. Some of them now are really improved in terms of managerial skills and abilities, because if you compete against Amazon, you need to be much more detail oriented. You need to know the numbers much better. You need to provide services to your clients rather than only goods only goods, because otherwise they will buy the product on the e-commerce. So I believe that the Kirana store network, which is a very strong network in India, they may suffer the same situation from large e-commerce platform. So I think that if India will launch a big plan for improving and in their efficiency and their customer centricity, well, we could be a partner of this, because we launched this some years ago. Thank you.
Any more questions? Anybody would like to ask anything? Otherwise, let me thank all the experts for sharing their insights on what future they see and what are the requirements in terms of promoting the trade, the barriers, the FTA, reliable logistics, and also need for more connect. E-commerce was one of the idea. I think that is really we should work on. And I think there is a need to connect more often and to have a credible platform on which companies on both the sides can connect and be in touch. So let's end this with a round of applause to our experts and panelists.